Alright, welcome to this week's edition of Assumed News with your host, Kenny Koala, the old news bear who's here to give you the scoop on what's happening around Australia. I may not be as quick as a kangaroo, but I promise to deliver the news as honestly as I can, even if I occasionally snooze off. And remember, folks, I'm no professional reporter like those city blokes, but I'll do my best to keep you informed. So stick around for some weather with Wendy Windy San and sports with Susie Tackable. Oh, what a lively day at the airport when one adventurous traveler decided to bypass security screening. The result? A flurry of activity and confusion, of course. Airport staff scrambled to rectify the situation, while fellow passengers watched the chaos unfold with a mixture of amusement and anxiety. But worry not, the daring flyer was eventually located and properly screened, restoring order to the bustling terminal. This little episode serves as a reminder that skipping security might add some excitement to your journey, but it's always best to follow the rules. Safe travels. Wow, guess what? We've been so absorbed in our own lives that a Gen Z celebrity love triangle slipped right under our noses. Talk about being oblivious. But fret not, your friendly koala reporter is here to fill you in. This tangled web involves three young stars, B and C, who have been sneaking around, leaving us to wonder who's with whom. Oh, the suspense is just unbearable. Let's sit back and enjoy the drama unfold as we try to decipher the cryptic social media posts and coy interviews. Stay hooked to find out more about this thrilling saga. The Chinese video game market is buzzing with excitement as the latest Wukong game racks up incredible sales figures. Within just 3 short days, this thrilling game has flown off the virtual shelves, reaching a staggering total of 10 million copies sold. Gamers across the globe are clearly enchanted by the adventures of Wukong, making this release an undeniable success. Creators must be over the moon with these spectacular results who knew that a legendary monkey hero could captivate so many hearts and minds. Here's an extraordinary tale of a migrant who, with a weekly income of just $920, managed to amass a real estate portfolio worth $10 million. This includes a collection of 8 homes that would leave any property mogul green with envy. You might be scratching your heads wondering how such a feat was accomplished on a modest salary. Well, through sheer determination and some smart investment moves, this migrant proved that the Australian dream is alive and well. Let's learn from their success story and perhaps pick up a few tips on building our own property empires. Ever wondered how much coin your average Aussie mate is raking in each week? Well, I've got the scoop for you. After crunching the numbers, we found that the typical Australian earns a neat little sum that keeps them going. Whether they're indulging in a juicy meat pie or sipping on a cold beer, you've got just enough to live the laid-back lifestyle we all adore. So next time you bump into a fellow Aussie, remember, they're probably working hard to bring home that average weekly wage. Good on them. In a baffling turn of events, the notorious Angel of Death had quite the array of reasons behind their killing spree. The list is so long, you'd think they were checking off items on a groceries list. From alleged grudges to mysterious motives, this individual seemed to have a justification for each action. As we dive deeper into this complex case, one can't help but marvel at the intricate web spun by the so-called angel. Stay curious as we unravel the truth behind these chilling reasons. Ouch, talk about a workplace blunder. A man found himself jobless following a disastrous incident involving a toilet during a work trip. A poor chap must have had quite the explosive situation to deal with, as it led to his immediate termination. Details remain vague, but one can only imagine the sheer chaos that unfolded. Let this be a lesson for us all when nature calls on a work trip. Be sure to handle it with utmost care to avoid any career-ending catastrophes. Hooray for transparency! Our esteemed MPs have generously revealed their impressive $405 million property empire. It's heartening to know that they've been investing their time and resources into real estate while also serving the country. Quite the multitaskers, aren't they? From luxurious mansions to cozy cottages, their collection is awe-inspiring. Now we can sleep better knowing our leaders are well housed. Keep up the good work, MP, and maybe you'll grace us with a tour sometime. In an unexpected turn of events, a waitress at Nando's found herself on the receiving end of a plate slap. Instead of letting it get her down, she bravely addressed the situation with grace and humor. Her response has since become a viral sensation, with people praising her resilience and quick wit. This incident serves as a reminder that even in the face of adversity, one can find an opportunity to shine and make others laugh. Kudos to the Nando's waitress for handling this plate predicament with finesse. A fresh wave of understanding is sweeping across thousands as new sexuality emerges that strikes a chord with many. People are nodding their heads in agreement, finally finding a label that feels like a perfect fit. This new term is breaking the barriers and opening up conversations about identity and attraction. As we witness this development, it's clear that humanity's beautiful spectrum of diversity continues to expand, fostering empathy and acceptance along the way. All right, folks. Seems like our trusty phones are shaping us up in ways we never imagined. No gym membership needed, just a good grip on your device. Research shows that hunching over those tiny screens is giving us a whole new silhouette. Let's call it the smartphone slump. But hey, on the bright side, we're becoming more flexible, bending our necks at extreme angles. Who needs yoga when you've got notifications to scroll through? Just remember, every curve and bend counts in this tech-filled world. Stay tuned for more groundbreaking news on Assumed News. It appears the era of the so-called lucky country's survival of the fittest has come to an end. No more pushing and shoving to prove we're the best, huh? Instead, we'll have to find new ways to thrive in this kinder, gentler world. Perhaps it's time to embrace cooperation and unity, rather than relying on sheer luck or cutthroat competition. So let's bid farewell to the old days and welcome this change with open arms. After all, who knows what exciting opportunities await us in this new phase? Now, let's switch over to our sporty lass, Susie Tackable, who's got all the latest updates from the exciting world of sports. Take it away, Susie.
This week in Australian polo, excitement filled the air as teams from across the nation gathered for a series of thrilling matches. The highlight of the week was undoubtedly the Victoria Polo Club's triumph over their rivals, the New South Wales squad, in a nail-biting final. Both teams displayed exceptional skill and sportsmanship throughout the game, but it was Victoria's strategic play and teamwork that ultimately secured their victory.
Before we get to the sports highlights, let's see what kind of weather Wendy Windy-san has in store for us. Wendy, what's the forecast looking like?
グリーンランドの6つの主要都市の今日の天気予報をお知らせします。ヌークからは晴れて気温は5度くらいです。予想最高気温は9度、最低気温は5度です。シシミウトに移動すると曇り、気温は5度。最高気温は9度、最低気温は5度になります。イルリサットはほぼ曇りで、現在の気温は4度です。最高気温は7度、最低気温は3度になります。カコトックは曇りで気温は5度です。今日の最高気温は9度。最低気温は4度です。足跡も曇りで気温は5度です。最高気温は6度、最低気温は4度になります。最後に、マニツォクは曇りで気温は6度です。最高気温9度、最低気温6度の予想です。